The Trail of Tears, which will be remembered in the city of Battlefield, Missouri this year, is a dark stain on American history. Imagine the forcible removal of a people from property that they legally owned and had lived on for generations. What made this even more memorable is that the 5 civilized tribes of the Cherokee Nation, they chose to fight this action in the courts rather than on the warpath. The case went all the way to the Supreme Court, which they won by a court ruling that the Cherokee didn't have to leave their land. However, in a stunning statement, President Andrew Jackson said of the court's decision, announced by their Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, he made his ruling, now let him enforce it, knowing that the court couldn't enforce it. So the Indians were forced to leave, and many died on their journey to the west. So what was the real reason that they were removed? Money and greed. The economic engine of the day was agriculture, and the farmers wanted more land to grow more cotton. More cotton meant more income for the farmers and more tax revenue for the government. Hi, my name is Eric Burlison, and you may think that such an injustice wouldn't happen today, but you would be wrong. The same greed still exists today. Yes, we don't drive whole groups of people across the nation to take their land, but today in America, even here in Missouri, men and women are forced to sell their land to other individuals so they can build malls, entertainment and retail venues, or other privately owned projects, all in the name of economic advancement. Of course, we all want a growing, thriving economy, but one of the pillars of a free nation and where great economic activity happens is where private property rights are protected. Some might argue that today people are paid a fair market value for their property, but how can a fair market value be determined when the seller is forced to sell? After all, the true value of anything is set by how much someone is willing to pay for that which a seller is free to accept or not to accept. Plus, what does it say about us as a people when we force an individual to sell their land for the sole purpose of enriching another person? The bottom line is that the right to own property is fundamental to a free people. And if our private property rights aren't secure, then our liberty is subject to the highest bidder. Eminent domain should only be used as a last resort and only for public works such as roads, bridges, and other public activities that benefit everyone and couldn't otherwise happen. Merely increasing the tax base shouldn't be a reason for taking people's property. For more information, please go to my website at ericburlison.net. That's ericburlison.net. I also want to extend an invitation to you to an annual event that remembers the Trail of Tears in Battlefield, Missouri. This year it will be held on the 21st and 22nd of May. Thank you.